Well, a group of women got together in Duluth raising awareness and money for women's health. And they did that by running. A dozen women ran 200 miles in Hartley Park today as part of the Women Run for Women movement. It is organized by Northland Fertility Care and raises awareness and funding for women's fertility care and health. Money raised supports services for women in their fertility journey all across the country. Now, the group typically does this during the Ragnar race in Minnesota, but that race was canceled this year, so they had to pivot and decided to move the race to Hartley Park.
There's just this just intense energy that we have overcome such a challenge, and together and unity and following something so difficult, so hard, that feels so unreachable, but doing it together, there's nothing like it.
Their goal was to run 200 miles and raise $30,000. Listen to this. They raised $28,000 today and completed the 200 miles by noon. If you'd like to donate or learn more about Northland Fertility Care, we have more details right now on our website.